Europol has called on Scotland's Muslim leaders to do more to prevent young people from becoming radicalised by groups such as Islamic State. Rob Wainwright is in Scotland this week to meet senior officials from the Prosecution Service and National Police Force. He spoke to our chief reporter, David Cowan.
Every day, Europol and its 800 staff shares intelligence between law enforcement agencies in the 28 states that make up the European Union. The man in charge of the whole operation is in Scotland, where the current threat level from terrorism is said to be severe, meaning an attack is highly likely.
I think Glasgow and Edinburgh would be at the same risk level as say, Manchester or Birmingham, perhaps. The United Kingdom is as vulnerable as other countries such as France, and that includes Scotland.
Part of the threat comes from Islamic State fighters who've returned to Scotland from Syria and Iraq. Another concern is young people like Glasgow's Aqsa Mahmood, radicalised here through the internet. Rob Wainwright says stopping IS from spreading its propaganda online is a priority, but very difficult.
Leaders of those communities need to step up as well, I think, to make sure that the message gets out to these young, vulnerable people that they shouldn't believe the distorted, ugly rhetoric that has been given to them by ISIS, for example, that the reality is very, very different.
Rian Ahmed Raza is part of the community effort to prevent radicalisation. He's teaching young Scottish Muslims that Islamic State has nothing to do with Islam.
People are taking advantage of them, they are brainwashing them, so how can we counteract them? The way we can do it as a community together with the support of the government is to actually highlight the true teachings of Islam, provide that literature and provide that in internet, because what you see at the moment, whenever you go onto the internet, there's all negativity.
The Scottish Police say they already have strong, long-established links with the Scottish Muslim community.
And if an individual is vulnerable, if an individual potentially is under threat of becoming radicalised, what we want to do, we want the families, we want the faith leaders to come to us, and then we can then divert them to appropriate levels of support.
Failure could mean more of our young people following the example of Aqsa Mahmood, or worse, Mohammed Emwazi. David Cowan, STV News.